Hello and welcome to Thursday's edition of Cracking the Cryptic, where we have got the most amazing looking puzzle for you today. This is called Cross Product. It's by Michael Lefkowitz, who some of you may know as Juggler in Sudoku circles. This is a 1-star puzzle, 1 out of 5 for difficulty, and it has one of the shortest rule sets you'll ever see. It's Sudoku, but the diagonals that have little arrows pointing at them, they all have the same product. So these 4 digits will have the same product as those 5 digits, etc. And that's all the rules. That is literally all the rules. And look what the cognoscenti is saying about it. I just snipped some comments from Logic Masters. Mixo, a good judge of a puzzle if ever there was one. Beautiful. Macintux says it feels more like a 2-star puzzle, but either way, brilliant. This is so brilliant, I can't believe this works. And then Codec, ridiculous that this even solves what a find. And that is sometimes something that, you know, is amazing about these Sudoku constructors. They discover things that are hidden in the geometry of digits. And I'm really looking forward to having a go at this one today. But let me tell you some things before we actually kick off and do any solving. I'll start off by saying that at 10 p.m. tonight, Mark and I are streaming. Oh, frog in my throat again. I'm definitely coming down with something. We're streaming the Caterdokupillar, Memeristor's 6x6 caterpillar. You can see all of these puzzles here are actually 6x6 Sudokus. And we've got about 24 puzzles into the Caterdokupillar, and we will try and do some more tonight. We'd love to have your company. I'll try and remember to put a link on the screen to where you can find the stream. And there's that news. Other news over on Patreon, we have a brand new Sudoku hunt, a competition running until the 20th of December. Should lead you up to Christmas nicely, and it's themed on dating agencies or dating apps. We called it Swipe Right, and hundreds of you have already managed to successfully complete it. So well done to everyone who's had a go and got through it. The prize is to try and make a Sudoku video with me, which may or may not be appealing. If it isn't appealing, we have gaming keys as well, so there will be a prize. And in fact, in about 2 hours' time, I'm hoping to make a Sudoku video with Maddie, who won last month's competition. So yeah, let's see if we can get the technology to work. Other than that, I've got a great long list of birthdays. It's so strange the way birthdays work. It's like, you know, really clever people, they're born in clusters. So today I have lots of messages, some of which are absolutely lovely. Let me start. We'll start with Carolyn. Carolyn has turned 82 today and has not missed an episode this year, and has just got our new Fog of War app for her birthday. That is lovely. And Carolyn, thank you for writing. And I noticed in your email that you are living in Mesquite, in Nevada. I have been there. I played a golf course there called Wolf Creek, which is very spectacular. A few years ago now, but I do remember it very, very well. Not to be confused with the film Wolf Creek, which is one of the most disturbing things I've ever seen in my life. Do not watch that film unless you have a very strong, unless you are very even-tempered. Anyway, Carolyn, happy birthday. I hope you get some chocolate cake today. Next, over there in Herne, Germany. Is it Herne or is it Herne? Oh, I'm not sure actually. Jacobus, it's your birthday though. I know this because your girlfriend Christina wrote to us and told us that you watch all the videos as well. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great birthday. Someone else who watches every day will skip over the Atlantic again and wish Jonathan a very happy birthday, turning 39 today over there in Florida. And then we'll go, I'm not sure where Josh is based, but Josh has turned 30 today. And I know this, Josh, because I got an email from your partner, Lauren, telling us that you watch every day and you really like Star Battle puzzles. Well, if you do like Star Battle puzzles, do make sure you're doing the Queen's puzzle every day on LinkedIn. There's a new one of those. They're all handmade by a friend of mine, and I did a video about that earlier this week. And Josh and Lauren have been together since they were 17, and I'm told that I should also wish you a very happy birthday, Josh, from your daughters Melody, who's 4, and Ruby, who's just 5 months old. And I hope Melody has got over your haircut now. Next, Luke. Luke, your partner Alex wrote to us. Luke, this is cool. Luke is an aspiring YouTuber with a channel called Gingerbread Biology, which makes funny but educational videos about animals. And I watched your one about bees, Luke, and I enjoyed it, and about their waggle dance. I didn't know. I think I'd heard of bees doing a waggle dance, but I'd never actually seen it, which you did show in the video. And I had no idea that the length of time that the bee waggles for is indicating the distance from the hive to the food source. That was cool. Anyway, Luke, many happy returns. Next, Michael. Michael, you've turned 34. You've turned 34. I know this because your girlfriend Saskia wrote to us and showed me that you have named your hamster after me. So this little fellow here is called Simon. Well, he's very cute. Looks just like me. Anyway, Michael, many happy returns. Olivia, you've turned 20 today. And I know this because your dad Mark wrote to us. I think you're over in Ohio. And I'm told I should mention your 3 cats as well. Cannoli, Bellatrix and Phoebe. Olivia, many happy returns. Next, Zicky. Zicky, your friend and work colleague Danny wrote to us. I think it was your birthday yesterday, but I only got Danny's email yesterday, so it's not so much my fault. And I know you've been away from your family for many days over the last year. But I know Danny in particular is very grateful for you encouraging him to solve some of your favourite puzzles on the channel, as well as watching the videos. So, Zicky, thank you very much for being such a good apostle for cracking the cryptic. And then finally, last but not least, I'm going to say Kian. Kian, it could be Kian. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Kian, maybe. Kian. 19 you have turned today. And I know this because your mum Polly wrote to us and asked us to wish you a happy birthday, from her obviously and the rest of the family. She told us that you've been watching for 4 years now, so thank you for doing that. And she wrote that she couldn't have asked for a better son, which is a lovely way to sum up the birthdays. I hope you have a very good one today. And that's all the news. Let's have a look. Well, it's not going to take me long. It's not going to take me long to explain the rules. I've sort of already done them. Cross product by Michael Lefkowitz. These are the rules. It says normal 6x6 Sudoku rules apply. And that means we've just got to put the digits 1 to 6 once each in every row, every column, and every one of these little rectangles. So this has got to have 1 to 6 in it. That's got to have 1 to 6 in it, etc. And then every indicated diagonal has the same product. So those two multiply to the same as those 4 multiply to this. I mean, it's just astonishing that this has a unique solution, at least to me. It's bizarre. There's 4 diagonals that have the same product, and that is enough to specify a single unique grid and that it's humanly solvable. Anyway, obviously it's only got 1 star out of 5 for difficulty. Do have a go. The way to play is to click the link under the video as usual, but now I get to play. Let's get cracking. This is going to be another chromatic festival, isn't it? Because I'm just wondering if we have to just highlight all the diagonals in colours. Yeah, it must be sort of set, isn't it? Aren't we saying that? I've got my new... People say this is a violet colour. Is it violet, really? It just looks like dark blue to me. I suppose a little bit. Isn't violet more purpley than this? Anyway, that's by the by. Oh, we might get a Christmas 3 today. Somebody, yes, one of I can't remember who it was. Was it Danny who suggested, "Oh Christmas 3, oh Christmas 3, how lovely are your corners"? If we get a Christmas 3, I will sing. Anyway, let me. Yeah, what I was going to say is, that there's definitely some sort of relationship between this short diagonal here and these great long diagonals, because what we're saying here is that this digit times this digit is the same as this digit times all 4 of those digits. So it's sort of, that is common to the sum, isn't it? Let me try and explain that. Actually, maybe I should have done this in a different way. But what we're saying is, if that's x and that's y, we're saying x times y equals a number. We don't know what that number is. But we're also saying that x times a times b times c times d is also equal to this number that we've got to discover. Now, if that's true, what we know is that a times b times c times d equals y. Now, we can throw that equation round the other way, and we can say that, yeah, because y times x is equal to this number, and y times all these numbers is equal to the number. So let's go up the alphabet, M, N, O, and P. That x is equal to the multiplication of M, N, O, and P. So nop is equal to x, and A, B, C, D is equal to y. Now, the reason that must be interesting is that obviously neither x nor y can be bigger than 6. So, right. So what we can, and now I want to focus on umnop rather than ABCD, I think, because umnop is interesting. Let me just delete my umnop. So what we know is that umnop is equal to x. Now, what is the minimum of those 2 digits? Now, the absolute minimum is a 1-2 pair, isn't it? What is the minimum of these 2 digits? Well, the absolute minimum, again, would be a 1-2 pair. Now, why is that interesting? It's interesting because each of these boxes individually, therefore, is contributing at least a factor of 2 to the multiplication. So even if we absolutely minimum these digits, the value that x must have is at least 4. Yeah, and okay, so this is 4 or 6, we can say, therefore. You can't create 5. 5 is prime. So, you know, if you could create 5 like that, 1 and 5, but what are you going to do here? You can't, because we know that this is contributing at least a factor of 2, you're going to be up to 10 as a multiplier, and that's not going to work. So this is 4 or 6. These digits are definitely, they definitely must include a 1. Each of these boxes, for blue boxes, there must be a 1 in there, because imagine this was 2 times 3. If this is 2 times 3, that's already 6, and we know that this is going to multiply that 6 by at least 2 more, and that's going to make this far too large. So there's definitely a 1 in one of these. It's a 1 combined with either a 2 or a 3, but not, what we can't do is this, because again 3 times 3 is 9, and that's going to make this too big. So at least one of these is a 2 with its 1. Now, yeah, this is really clever. This is really clever, because now this digit's under pressure. Why do I say that? Well, you can see, because I know that the blue diagonal has a 1 in one of these 2 places, this digit, D, is now at least a 2. And there must be it's the same. It's the same. This is a 1. A is a 1. That is what we've just learned, because this is at least a 2. B and C multiplied together, if we just delete those and put the minimum in, That would be a 1 and a 2, wouldn't it? So we're now up to 4 again as the absolute minimum for y. So y is 4. Again, it can't be 5 because that's going to require 5 is prime, obviously. So we can't have two different factors that are not 1, and we do have two different factors that are not 1. So this must be 4 or 6. So this is a 4-6 pair. There's loads of things emerging from this. This is a 4-6 pair, which means that the number we're multiplying to overall is 24. 24 is the secret number today. This must be 2 or 3. This definitely includes a 1, along with either a 2 or a 3. So there's a 1, 2, 3 triple in this box. This must be a 1, because otherwise, again, imagine this was 2. Let's just go through it. If this was 2, we know this is at least 2. That's 4 already, and there must be another factor that's at least 2 in here. So we're up to 8 already, which we can't put into a single digit. So this is 1, this is 1, this is 1. Oh, the 1. Look, I've got to go back and show you this, just in case. If you're new to cracking the cryptic, maybe this isn't clear. But because this is 1, we know one of these two is a 1. I now know it's that one. I know one of these two is a 1. I now know it's that one. I know one of these two is a 1. I now know it's that one. Now 1 goes... 1 in the corner, not 3 in the corner down there. Oh, are we... Oh, we've only got one more chance for a 3 in the corner, because actually this is a 1 as well. All the 1s are done. This can't be a 3, because this is now a 2-3 pair. Let's tidy up our pencil markings. But this could possibly be a 3. So one of these is double 2, isn't it? To give us our 4 factor. And one of them is a 2 and a 3 to give us our 6 number. Right, okay, I understand that. Right, so look down here. The factor of 3 that's contributing to the 6 that comes in is in one of those two squares, and that is the single factor of 3. Because if we think about the atoms that make up the numbers 4 and 6, what do we multiply to get numbers like 4 and 6? 4 we're going to get with 2's 2 times 2. 6 we're going to get with 2 times 3. So there is only one factor of 3 along these diagonals. And that must be in this box, mustn't it? Because this is a 2-3 pair. So those two digits must both be 2. Right, that doesn't tell us. Does that tell us how we do this then? So these are different. One of these is a 2, and whichever one is a 2... Oh, hang on, we need to be careful as well. If that was a 2, we're saying that is a 4, aren't we? We're not saying that's a 4. Oh, I was about to make an error there. I was thinking if that's a 2, that's a 4. That's not how it works. If that's a 2, because these multiply to 4, that should be a 4. So we're going to have to be careful. Hang on, now I don't know what to do. Oh, I've still got another diagonal. Oh! Okay, right, look at this diagonal. That's got 2 1s on it, and we know that the number we're heading up to is 24. So these have got to be a 4 and a 6. That's the only way of... Yeah, we can't use 3 and 8, can we? So this is a 4 and a 6. These are different numbers. Ah, I see. Lovely. Okay. So because one of these is 4, one of these is 6. I don't know which way round they go, but we need the diagonal overall to multiply to 24. This cell is a naked single now. Because it can't be 1, 2 or 3 due to its box. It cannot be 4 or 6. If it was 4, these would be double 6. If this was 6, these would be double 4. That won't work. So that's 5 in the corner. Now, What does that mean? The answer is, I'm not sure. We might have to think about colouring these 4s and 6s, although we're not going to know which way round. I'm going to... What am I going to do? I think I'm going to try colouring the 4s and 6s first. I'm going to take out these colours. And let's use those 2 colours again. So 4 and 6 here. So this digit, this blue digit, only has one place to go in this box here. So we get to place 2 blues. Now, do we know the order here? Ah, okay. Where is blue in box 3? And the answer is, I'm not sure, but it's definitely in one of those 2 squares, isn't it? Blue is in one of those 2 squares because it can't be here by Sudoku. So where is blue in this box, look? And this is important because it's going to allow me to map blue into this 4-6 pair. So blue is here, which means this one is not blue, so that one is blue, that one is green. Now I can place green in this box. This is brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. No. Okay, blue is in one of those 2 squares, so this is 4 or 6. Therefore, yeah, green, I can do, yes, I can place all the greens, because I can do green in this box now. It's got to be there by Sudoku. And then I can do green here. So now that cell is there, isn't it? That's got to be a 2 or a 3 by Sudoku into this box. What about 5? I actually got a 5 and then I've not really used it. These are 2, 3 and 5. That digit is a 3 or a 5 and that's the same as that digit. Oh, I see it. Right, hang on. Where's 2 in the top row? That's a much easier question. Where's 2 in the top row? There. Oh dear. Okay, that didn't work. No. Ah. Okay, I can colour the 3s and 5s through these boxes. I'm going to do that now then. So this has got more chromatic than I was expecting. Purple will emerge onto the scene. And what other colour should we use? Orange? So purple, where does it go in this box now? The answer is there. Now I've found a blue-purple pair in this box. So orange has to go there. Now, does that matter? Doesn't that place the 2? Yes, I think it does. So in this box now, we know that the blue digit, which is a 4 or 6 digit, is in one of these squares, and we know that the purple digit, which is a 3 or a 5 digit, is in one of those squares. So the 2 goes here. So this is 2, this is 3, this is 2. All the 2s have suddenly got done, and we've got a 3 here. And that 3 is going to do magic, isn't it? Because now purple has become 5 by Sudoku. So let's just fill those in, which means that orange must be 3 by Sudoku, which means this is 3 by Sudoku. This is 5 by Sudoku. 3 in this box has to go here, which means, okay, so this is the blue digit now. That's the blue digit. So let's try and tidy. My colouring's all gone a bit haywire, but we'll just try and tidy things up. So these are 4s and 6s. This is a 5 and is purple. And that's a 5. So we've got all the 5s, we've got all the 3s, and we've coloured them. But we haven't done the... Oh, I see, and now we do the maths. And now we do the maths to make everything work. Yes, yes, beautiful. Look at this diagonal. Now we know what it is. It's double 4. So it's double 4? It's double 2, which equals 4. So we know that this times by 4 is equal to the same as this times by this. So green is 4, and there should be 6 on the other diagonal, and there is. Lovely. So they're all 6s, and that's how to solve the puzzle. That is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Good grief. How on earth did you find that, Michael? That is stunning. It is a discovery. I mean, you cannot claim that that is not a discovery. That if that's a totally normal Sudoku, and somehow Michael has discovered that if you look at the product of these diagonals, and it's really not many, 4 diagonals, 2 going this way, 2 going that way, the thing has a unique solution and it solves like that. That is, it's just mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. Michael Lefkowitz, take a bow, my friend. Let me know in the comments how you got on. I enjoy the comments, especially when they're kind, and we'll be back later with another edition of Cracking the Cryptic and some streaming at 10 PM.